surgeon, if he doesn't learn how to skillfully use and apply the knife, can kill a patient. And he goes out and have lunch with his nurses, and they go, "Oh, how was the operation, doctor?" "Oh, the operation was a great success. Only one problem: the patient died." So all these Torah keepers, "Oh, we've had a wonderful life obeying and applying the letter of the law." Problem is, all the congregations split. All the rabbis aren't talking to each other. All the MIA, UIMA, UI, AAANA, MJAA, UMJC, UOTH, and all the alphabet soups don't talk to each other and don't like each other. Did you know that?
Yes.
For 30 years, the UMJC, the Union of Messianic Jewish Congregations, and what was the other one? The MJAA, the Messianic Jewish Alliance of America, didn't talk to each other. They finally had a powwow. That lasted for about 3 months. And now they still don't get along, and they still don't work together. And then the UONYC broke from the MIA, and they don't get along with each other. None of these organizations get along with us because we believe in plural marriage. So everybody's split, everybody's splintered, and when you come into the faith and you see that nobody gets, forget about love. Forget that word doesn't even exist in Nazarene Messianic circles. Forget about love. How about like? Let's work toward like. We like each other. There's not two alphabet soup organizations that get along. Because they all have their own kingdom. No one wants to work together. They have 199 things they agree on, but they have 2 things they disagree on. And what do you think the devil's job is? To take those 2 things that they disagree on and cause divorces left and right.
Yep.
Everybody leaves everybody else and splits from everybody else. If you take most of the people who bash me, come against me on the internet, wherever, they're in agreement with 99% of the things we teach. But because we teach differently about the rapture, they don't want to deal with us. Or some crazy little thing like that. Look at verse 20. And Yahweh said, "I have pardoned Moshe according to your word." If you stay righteous, if you stay plugged into Yahweh, if Yahweh is your delight, he will pardon the rebellion and the evil report. Wow. You know why he pardoned? According to Moshe's words? Because Moshe didn't believe the evil report. You want Yahweh to pardon according to your word? Then don't believe the evil report. And you'll have authority with Yahweh and with man.
Okay.
Look at verse 21. It just happened the other day. The Torah portion always coincides with what happens in our life. Just the other day, I received several emails, I'm not going to go into detail, of somebody who's well known who wants me to remove somebody from speaking at the conference. So I have a choice now. I could believe what Yahweh says about this brother, or I could believe the evil report. What do you think I should do?
What does Yahweh say?
Should I remove people from the conference because somebody gave me an evil report?
I don't think so.
What does Yahweh say?
Exactly. So you know what I'm going to do, right?
I believe.
Pray, discern, and do nothing. Baruch Hashem. If they want to leave me, they could leave me. I will not leave them. I don't want to leave people anymore. I have very few friends left. Verse 21. But as truly as I live, all the earth shall be filled with the glory of Yahweh. You see a lot of people have evil report. Well, the glory in our group, in our neighborhood, in the circles that we go in, Nadine, the glory of Yahweh is with us. The glory of Yahweh.
Glory.
That's part of the evil report. In other words, people that give an evil report always insinuate that they're carrying Yahweh's glory, and the ones that they're giving an evil report about, the glory has departed from them. Here's what Yahweh says: if you do things right, I'll pardon according to your word. If you stay away from the evil report and the evil speaking and the lashon hara, and then you won't have to worry about if the glory is departing, the glory is not departing, the glory is there, it's not there, was there, could have been there, should have been there, was there at one time. It was there when they were in Miami, but it's not there any. Guess what? If you do things like Moshe Rabbeinu did, the whole earth will be filled with Yahweh's glory. Everywhere you go, Yahweh's glory will go with you. Then you won't have to worry about who's right and who's wrong, and is the evil report true or is it not true? What part of it is true and what part of it is not true? If you have your heart right, wherever you go, the glory will go with you.
Amen.
God is right.
I hope somebody's getting what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Amen.
Is anybody getting it?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Amen.
So the only way to end the devastating effects of an evil report is to pardon those who bring it and those who entertain it. Moshe says, Father, forgive all of them. The 10 spies, the stupid camp that's going back and forth. They want to replace me. They want to kill me. They want to go back to Egypt. They want to return to the wilderness. Father, pardon according to your rachamim. Pardon according to your chesed. Yahweh says, not only will I pardon because of your word, not the evil report. I'm not going to pardon because of the evil report. I'm going to pardon because you kept your heart. Because you guarded your heart with all diligence. Because out of your heart proceed the issues of life.
Amen.
See, because you can't guard my wife's heart. You know why you can't guard my wife's heart? Because I can't guard her heart either. We are only responsible for what? Guarding our own heart.
That's right.
And as soon as you hear somebody, hey, Vladdy, you got a few minutes? Yeah. Do you hear what Daryl was doing? See how Daryl was interrupting and calling out and got a really weird word. That was not, you know that, you know what he said was not from Yahweh. You know that, right?
Okay, okay.
What do you think you're listening to? What should you do? Change the subject. Say, I gotta go. So I got food in the oven. Make sure you got something in the oven.
Okay then.
What about some of that fish?
I hear you saying.
Because even if it's true, let's assume that Daryl's giving a prophecy that's whacked out where left field. And you agree with that. What's that going to do for the Kehillah? It's going to cause division. Now you and 2 other people believe that Daryl shouldn't be taking the microphone. Then you have 3 other people that believe that Yahweh speaks through Daryl. So now what do you have?
A division, which Yahweh hates.
Don't listen to that. Okay, verse 22. Bamidbar 14:22. Because, now I will say this, there are people who are in leadership who have to sometime exchange information with each other. For instance, Moshe and Aharon, I'm sure, exchanged information with each other that the people didn't know. But that wasn't affecting the whole camp. It wasn't polluting the whole camp. You follow what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Okay. Verse 22, just like you and your husband or you and your wife can discuss certain things without entertaining an evil report. That's between a husband and a wife. That's confidential. Okay. That's not an evil report. Verse 22. So the only way to end devastating effects of evil reports is to pardon those who entertain it and protect your heart. And I think Rivka has been doing a much better job as we have more experience in the ministry. She used to read every email and get upset. Right? Every email, every criticism now, they go right to the junk pile.
Okay.
She doesn't have the time, not interested. They've been criticizing my husband from the day he was called and born again. And they're going to be criticizing him to the day he goes to be with Yahweh. If you do nothing for Yahweh, people will still criticize you. So you might as well try to do something and serve Yahweh and then get criticized.
Okay.
As well.
That's right. That's right.
Verse 22.
Okay.
Verse 22. Bamidbar 14:22. Because Yahweh says, because all these men who have seen my Tiferet, but notice Yahweh's will, guys. He wants to fill the earth with his Tiferet, not determine who's right and who's wrong and what you should be listening to and what you shouldn't be listening to. Right. Yahweh's will is greater than that. His purpose is purer than that. Yahweh says, shut up, let me fill everybody with my glory.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Isn't that beautiful? We get caught up with the details. Can I hear a good amen?
Amen.
Thank you.
You do.
Yahweh says, I want to fill all of you, your opponents, those who support you, those who don't support you, those who criticize you, those who are your enemies. I want to fill everybody with my Tiferet. Will they let me? Can I hear a good amen? Amen. Verse 22. Because all the men who have seen my Tiferet and my Nisim miracles, which I did in Mitzrayim, and the wilderness have tempted me these 10 times and have not listened to my voice. We know about the evil report with the spies. We know about the golden calf. But look what Yahweh says here in a Revelation.
10 times.
10 times